perhaps extended to 6 and beyond. It does not matter anyway, right? Tukat, license na, no? Civil engineer, civil engineer. As long as you are now a registered licensed civil engineer, listed in the roster of nation builders, it really gives me great pleasure to have administered the oath of profession to you. Again, my warmest congratulations, Solo. Indeed, today is a momentous event as you new civil engineers start your journey into another milestone in your life. Perhaps these are not the questions in your mind. Ano ngayon? What next? What will I do? Will I work right away or will I study more? If the decision is to work right away, then where will you work? What kind of work? Will it be in design consultancy, in construction, or in related business? In the government, or in the private sector, or in our own family's firm? If you decide to study more, then what will you pursue? Which field of specialization in civil engineering will you go into? The Civil Engineering Law, or the Public Act number 544, provides the following in scope of practice for the civil engineer. The practice of civil engineering within the meaning and intent of this act shall embrace services in the form of consultation, design, preparation of plans, specifications, estimates, erection, installation and supervision of the construction of the streets, bridges, highways, railroads, airports and hangars, port works, canals, river and shore improvements, lighthouses and dry docks, buildings, fixed structures for irrigation, flood protection, drainage, water supply and sewerage works, demolition of permanent structures and panels. And the term civil engineer as used in this act shall mean a person duly registered with the Board for Civil Engineering. Civil engineering.
Why don't we give them a round of applause? In behalf of my colleagues, I would like to thank the parents most especially. I won't forget my own parents who supported me in my education despite being immersed in poverty, just to bring me to a higher educational institution. I can never forget their relentless efforts in giving me support, financially, socially, religiously. So I think to show our appreciation to the love that our parents have given to us, let us give them another round of applause. In bringing this activity to a successful completion, I would like also to extend my thanks to John Vincent Dumaran for singing the doxology, bringing us closer to God, to our Master of Ceremonies for facilitating the program, Dr. Romeo June Sagunas. And in case you are interested, I would like to thank personally my eldest daughter, Shena, for walking me down the aisle for fear that I might topple over the staircase. And to my colleague June, and my friend and yours, Senor Undersecretary of the Department of Public Works and Highways for helping me go up and down just 3 rungs of the staircase. So I won't fall down. To the new civil engineers, you have heard words of wisdom from our personages of the head table. You have taken your oath of professionalism, an oath of the profession from no less than the chairperson of the Board of Civil Engineers. To begin your first step in the legal practice of our regulated profession of civil engineering. Perhaps I would like to mention that the duty of the Professional Regulatory Board is only to limit the practice of the profession to those who are prepared to do so. In the April 2024 examination that the board administered, we found out that less than 4 out of 10 are qualified to begin the practice. Almost 17,000 of you took the examination from north to south in 17 testing centers throughout the country. And only 6,680 passed. So we admit you to start pursuing your career in your aspiration to become a partner in infrastructure development of this country. That's why we choose to be civil engineers. And you took your oath of being a practicing civil engineer from no less than Senior Undersecretary of the Department of Public Works and Highways, one of the biggest departments in our government that need people like you to work for them. There is also the department.
Malakas-lakas na, pero hindi pa rin kasi malakas.
I heard 2 important questions from Engineer Praxedis Bernardo. The first one is, where will you work? The second one is, what specialization are you going to pursue? Whatever your answers are, Engineer Praxedis has given us 3 U's. You, and you. And I call that the triple U, professional etiquette. First U, upgrade your profession. Continuing education is the key. Second U, uplift the lives of the people you are going to work for. And the most important U, uphold to the highest level the ethical standards of the profession. That's Engineer Bernardo. Let's give her a big round of applause. At this point, we are going to hear another message coming from the National President of the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers Incorporated. Shortly after, he will officiate our new civil engineers induction to the organization. Please welcome Engineer Emil K. Saguan.
Thank you, Dr. June, sa Janas. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. To our professional regulatory board of civil engineering, headed by the Honorable Chairperson, Engineer Caceres P. Bernardo, and the two board members, the Honorable Dr. Pericles P. Dakay, and the Honorable Dr. Romeo A. Estaniero, to all of our guests, to all the parents, friends, loved ones who are joining us here today, and most importantly, to our newest batch of civil engineers, a pleasant good afternoon to everyone. On behalf of the Philippine Institute of Civil Engineers, I would like to extend my warmest congratulations to all the passers of the latest civil engineering licensure examination held last April 2024. Today we celebrate the ends, the result of all your sacrifices and hard work during those grueling years in the air to graduate and months of board exam review. Today you can finally call yourselves a full-fledged civil engineers. Infrastructure development has always been one of the most significant sectors in society, having the strongest multiplier effect in socio-economic development. And as we say, into the golden age of infrastructure.
Device. They apprehended only 3, but that was enough, at least for the PMPAC chief, to have another way of finding out cheaper. Then this April 2024, ano nangyari? A previously banned calculator was allowed for use because it now has transparent back facing. We thought all along that with the transparent back facing, you can readily see what is inside the calculator. Diba? Hindi naman. Kasi yung mga calculators apprehended in 2019, may mga bulak na nakatago yung SIM card. So, if the back cover is transparent, kita mo kung may bulak na nakatapa. So, since this calculator, specific calculator, now has transparent back facing, it was allowed for use. Unfortunately, it was not necessary because nakahuli pa din, the calculators were so meticulously tampered. Transparent na ang back facing, pero transparent tapes din ang ginamit. With very fine wires to hide the SIM card. So 10 examinees were caught using the tampered calculators. Consequently, the board issued a new resolution to ban or to delist again this specific calculator for use beginning this June 16 to 17 special licensure examinations to be held in Singapore and in the Middle East. Sa civil engineering exam lang po ito nangyayari. And we at the board are so embarrassed. Thinking, talaga bang ganito tayo na civil engineers? Sobrang maabilidad. On the brighter side, a friend in Qatar said, sabi niya, ma'am, pag may problema na hindi kayang masolve, supposed in construction, right? Pag may problema na hindi kayang masolve ng Pinoy civil engineer, wala nang makakasolve. Diba? Galing din, eh? My question is, how can one practice with integrity if even before practicing as a civil engineer, uncivilized methods are being resorted to? That was in the licensure examination. Pagdating sa practice, ito naman ang mga problemang dumarating sa amin. And PRC, the boards do not only give questions. Hindi lang yan ang trabaho namin. Marami kami trabaho. One is quasi-judicial function. So, you can file a case against an erring civil engineer sa Professional Regulation Commission, and the worst punishment is to revoke the license of the professional. So there was a draft order to suspend the practice of the civil engineer, found guilty of unprofessional and or dishonorable conduct. Ano kaya ang ginawa niya? He signed construction plans, documents for a building permit, specifications, and old documents. He signed in the building permit as in charge of construction. Obviously, there was a problem unresolved during construction, which affected the adjacent property owner. So the owner of the adjacent property filed a case against the professional on record. Siya yung nakapirma. So siya yung professional on record. Filed a case at the legal division of PRC. Alam niyo ang argument ng civil engineer. Sabi niya, wala akong kinalaman dyan. He said he only signed the plans and building permit, but did not actually undertake the same. Remember, whenever you sign construction plans, design calculations, specifications, and building permits, you are liable in every aspect. So do not just simply lend your PRC ID. Now, in the Board of Civil Engineering, there are three of us. The most senior is Dr. Romeo Stenero, and the youngest is Dr. Pericles Dakar. I am at the middle in terms of age. Allow me to cite their brief credentials. Honorable Gomez Tanero crafted the problems in hydraulics and principles of technical engineering. It is evident that he is your favorite based on your thunderous applause. Nainggit na naman ako. Ladies, he is an eligible bachelor. Dr. Stenero graduated class valedictorian in both elementary and high school and magna cum laude in BSc at the Cebu Institute of Technology. He capped first place in the civil licensure examination during his time. Hindi ko na sasabihin ng year. He finished Master of Engineering, major in Structural Engineering from the Asian Institute of Technology in Thailand. Doon din ako nagsasabi. For his Doctor of Philosophy degree, major in Structural Engineering, he went to the University of Dundee in Scotland, United Kingdom. Part of his scholarship was to teach at the Department of Civil Engineering at the University of Dundee. Then one day, nagising siyang bigla. Why am I imparting knowledge to foreigners and not to my co-Filipinos? Thus, he decided to come, very nationalistic indeed. O baka nakalimutan lang niya na mataas ang exchange rate ng euro to pesos. For his desire of imparting his knowledge to his co-Filipinos, he went back to the country, became professional lecturer in several higher education institutions, as well as structural engineering consultant to government agencies. This building, GICC, was one of his projects. Kahit magnitude 9 earthquake dumating, safe tayo dito. Again, ladies, take note, he's single. Ang dito yung daughter niya. Nina, sorry pinamimigay ko pa ako.
Ano yung number na ginagamit?
Honorable Pericles Dakar formulated the problems in applied mathematics, surveying, principles of transportation and highway engineering, construction management, and methods. Dr. Pericles Dakar was the recipient of the Albert Einstein Award from the Cebu City National Science High School. By the way, dati yung structural engineering and construction yun. Pero nilipat namin sa kanyang construction management and methods because mas sporty niya yun kaysa sa akin. Mas expert siya doon kaysa sa akin. So, he graduated cum laude in BSc at the University of San Carlos. He finished his master's degree in civil engineering at the University of Missouri, Loyola, USA, with a perfect 4.0 over 4.0 grade point average. Hindi ko kaya yun. And obtained a doctorate degree in engineering management from the same university. During his postdoctoral fellowship at the University of Missouri, he was assigned at the Union Electric Callaway Nuclear Plant under the U.S. Military Aviation Training Command. Despite his successful practice in the United States,
of the day.
Engineer Bernardo earlier corrected me. Engineer Estañero is not one of the favorite members of the board. He is the most favorite. And not only that, he's not just the most favorite. He is a person to be keeping in view forever. KIV. Because his speech has been, number one, K, very, very keen. I, very, very inspiring. And V, very, very vigorous, expressive of his passion in the engineering profession. Let's give him another big round of applause. We are ending the oath-taking ceremonies, but the passion and the commitment are just starting. We have celebrated, we have recalled, we have listened to the speeches of our board members. We have thanked people. Years from now, we are going to look back again, and the basis of our thanksgiving will be your adherence to your oath of profession. This has been June Sahonas saying, whatever you do in your profession, whether you construct highly effective climate-adaptive edifices, or self-healing roads, or just apply artificial intelligence in every engineering project, your goal is to be the best version of yourself. Be the best engineers as you can possibly be. Let's make your families proud. This has been June Sahonas, your program anchor person, saying on behalf of the board, thank you, congratulations, and good luck. Please stand for the exit of colors. The program has just ended. Thank you for coming. Congratulations to everybody.